There's a version of you that exists only on your best days. Energized, focused, unstoppable. You know the feeling. You've had those mornings where everything aligns, the ideas flow, the work gets done, and you go to bed believing in yourself completely. Then there's every other day. The mornings you hit snooze 4 times. The afternoons the inbox swallows you whole. The evenings you scroll instead of write, watch instead of train, drift instead of build. And the gap between who you are on your best days and who you are on your average days is precisely where most people's ambitions go to die. The promise of motivation culture is seductive. Find your why, tap into your passion, watch a powerful speech, and you will move mountains. What nobody tells you is that motivation is a mood, and moods pass. Motivation is what gets you started. Discipline is what keeps you going, on the days it costs you something. We've been sold a lie dressed as inspiration. Scroll any social feed and you'll find 1,000 quotes about chasing dreams, believing in yourself, staying hungry. They feel good. They get shared. They change almost nothing. Here's the neuroscience. Motivation is largely driven by dopamine, the brain's anticipation chemical. It surges when you imagine a goal, watch someone else succeed, or encounter something novel and exciting. But dopamine is volatile. It spikes, it crashes. Stress depletes it. Routine dulls it. A bad night's sleep can drain it completely. Relying on motivation to drive your most important behaviors is like planning a cross-country road trip and depending entirely on traffic to stay green. Sometimes it works. Often it doesn't. And the destination doesn't care about your excuses. High performers, athletes, artists, founders, scientists have known this for decades. They don't wait to feel motivated. They show up anyway. They've built something far more reliable, a system. Jocko Willink is a former U.S. Navy SEAL commander, combat veteran, and one of the most decorated officers of his generation. After retiring from military service, he built a second career as a leadership consultant, podcaster, and author, writing books that became global bestsellers and coaching some of the world's top executives. People often ask him how he stays so consistent. His answer is jarring in its simplicity. He wakes up at 4:30 a.m. every single day. Not on good days. Not when he feels energized. Every single day. He photographs his watch in the dark and posts it online, not to impress anyone, he says, but to hold himself accountable to the one standard that doesn't negotiate: showing up. Discipline equals freedom, he writes. At first, the phrase sounds like a paradox. How can rigidity create freedom? But Willink's insight is this: when your actions are governed by a system rather than a feeling, you are freed from the tyranny of your own shifting moods. You don't have to decide each morning whether to train, whether to work, whether to push. The decision was made long ago. The system runs. You just execute. Willink didn't become exceptional on his best days. He became exceptional by refusing to have bad days as an excuse. The 4 pillars of lasting discipline. 1. Shrink the activation energy. Make starting effortless. Lay out your gym clothes the night before. Open the document before you go to bed. Remove every barrier between you and the habit. 2. Anchor to time, not feeling. Tie your habit to a fixed trigger, a time of day, an existing routine, a location. After coffee I write. Not when I feel inspired. 3. Protect the streak gently. Never miss twice. 1 missed day is a slip. 2 is the start of a new habit, the wrong one. Recover immediately, without guilt, without drama. 4. Design your environment. Willpower is finite. Your environment is permanent. Put the fruit on the counter and the junk food behind a cabinet door. Make the right choice the easy choice. The identity shift that changes everything. Most people approach habits as outcomes. I want to lose weight. I want to read more. I want to grow my business. But the most durable form of discipline doesn't start with an outcome. It starts with an identity. Ask yourself, what kind of person achieves what I'm trying to achieve? Then start acting like that person, before the results show up. Not because you've earned it, because you're building it. The writer doesn't write because they feel like a writer. They feel like a writer because they write every day. The runner doesn't wait to feel athletic. They lace up and the identity follows the action. Every time you follow through on a tiny commitment, even a small one, you cast a vote for the identity you're building. Enough votes and the election is won. You are no longer trying to be disciplined. You simply are. Every rep you do when you don't want to do it is worth more than 10 reps on days you feel great. Resistance is where character is forged. Here is what nobody tells you about discipline. The payoff is invisible for a very long time. The first month of waking up early feels hard and unrewarding. The first month of writing daily produces work you're embarrassed by. The first month of consistent training produces results the mirror hasn't caught up to yet. This is the period where motivation chasers quit. They needed to feel the return sooner. The system builders stay because they trust a mathematical truth. 1% better every day compounds to 37 times better over a year. A 1% daily improvement is imperceptible in real time. Over 12 months, it's transformational. Discipline is not about extremes. It is not about punishing yourself into productivity or turning your life into a military operation. It is simply about deciding, in advance, in writing, in structure, what matters to you and building a container for that decision that doesn't require daily renegotiation. Give yourself permission to be imperfect. The greatest enemy of discipline is not laziness. It is perfectionism. The all-or-nothing mindset that says, if I can't do this perfectly, I might as well not do it at all. That's not discipline, that's self-sabotage wearing ambition's clothing. Real discipline is generous. It says, I missed today. I show up tomorrow. I had a bad week. I show up Monday. It doesn't demand perfection. It demands return. The only metric that matters over time is consistency, imperfect, stubborn, mundane, beautiful consistency. Motivation will visit you again. When it does, welcome it. It's a wonderful guest. But don't give it the keys to your house. Build the house first. Build it with stone and routine and small daily acts that ask nothing of your emotions and everything of your character. Because on the other side of the system you build today is the person you've always said you wanted to become. They are not waiting for you to feel ready. They are waiting for you to begin. Start your system today, not tomorrow. You don't need a perfect plan. You need one small, non-negotiable act, done consistently. Here's how to begin in the next 24 hours. 1. Choose one keystone habit, the one that, if done daily, would change everything else. Exercise, writing, deep work, journaling. Pick one. 2. Reduce it to its minimum viable form. 5 minutes counts. 300 words counts. 1 set counts. Make it so small it feels ridiculous to skip. 3. Assign it a fixed time and trigger in your day. Write it down. Tell someone. Make it real. 4. Do it tomorrow, not when you feel ready. Feelings follow action. The system doesn't wait. Like and subscribe.